what I do love about this group is they're resilient. They just keep responding. A lot of penalties, some costly turnovers, some big plays that ended up coming back. We had a bunch of injuries throughout. Everybody ended up returning except for Kevin Dotson. But we really found a way. I thought the defense was outstanding. They did a great job just getting stop in, stop out. What a job by Landman. It was an unbelievable recovery by Fisk there too. And then I thought Matthew Stafford was in great command all day. They were obviously an excellent rush. They did a good job of being able to apply pressure where we can do a better job in some different situations. But he came up with clutch play after clutch play. I thought he was seeing the field really well. Really awesome for him to go over 60,000 yards. That's unbelievable. Real testament to the consistency of what he's done. Puka had some big time plays. I thought Devontae came up clutch in some critical situations. And then obviously Kyron always runs so well. I thought it was an unbelievable job by him. Not a great call by me on the 4th and 1. They ended up jumping the defensive end outside, and Kyron found a way to make it right. Puka kind of trying to stay connected on Hunter, but our guys found a way, and that's what it's about. I think you learned a lot about this group today. And there's a mental toughness, there's a resilience, and there's an opportunity for us to learn a lot. I mean, there's a ton of things that, when you talk about what do good teams do and smart teams that we can really learn from. But I'm damn grateful to be able to do it, after getting the result that we want. It's a cool locker room in there, and there's a ton of respect coming from me to D'Amico and his group, and it's a good football team.
Sean, right away on the third down conversion on Monday, they came out so physically. How did you feel your group respond, and that game was kind of like a rock fight?
Yeah, I thought they responded well, Jordan. I thought they did a great job, and obviously, we knew it would be that kind of game. That's the style that they play with. We like that kind of style as well. I think we're a tough football team. They're a tough football team. I think there's so many great things that we can really learn from situationally. I mean, you're going in to basically try to put the game away. We end up turning it over on an early down when we were in a good, efficient situation. We had the hold where Jay Witt gets down inside the 10-yard line, the kickoff return that comes back. We had a personal foul that extended that drive there. And so there's just a lot of really cool things for us to be able to learn from. And you feel a lot better, when the guys just found a way. And there was a lot of reasons for them to think, oh man, things aren't necessarily going in our favor, but I never felt our group flinch. I never felt our group separate. I thought the defense did an unbelievable job really keeping our team in the football game. I thought Teams was really good. Josh Carty, what a job he did with the kickoffs. I mean, to be able to have, some of those opportunities where you put them at the 20-yard line based on if it ends up being a normal touchback, it's at the 35. So a lot of things that I'm looking forward to being able to learn from, and that's exactly what we'll do.
We'll get Jim Hill. We'll get Jim Hill next.
Coach, can you talk about
Jim Hill, you got the next question.
Thank you too.
Thank you. All right, good to see you.
Can you talk about the mental toughness of your club, which allows them to get into slumps and then get out of them?
Yeah, and that's big, Jim. I mean, because there's ebbs and flows throughout the course of a season, throughout the course of games, and especially just today where you could really feel like there would have been a lot of reasons to feel like, oh man, we're not necessarily finishing some drives, we're not doing things that are in alignment with maybe what we've become accustomed to doing. But what we are accustomed to doing is hanging in there, staying tough, staying in the fight, finding a way to be able to finish games out. I thought it was awesome that, you talk about finishing a game, and we get the stop when we had to, where Landman gets the timely punch, Fisk makes a great recovery. We get a penalty on first down that stops the clock as well. You're thinking, man, that is not a good situation to be in. Kyron Williams has two really, really tough runs. And then Matthew and Puka end up closing the game out. It was an unbelievable job by Allard Jackson as well, being able to secure that edge to allow him to kind of come out, a little fake to the right, boot back out to the left, and find Puka as he outflanked off of a similar action before. So I was so proud of the group, and that's that's going to be something that's going to be a separator for us if we can continue to callous ourselves in the right way as we navigate through this season.
Coach.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's cool about it, Adam, is we always talk about practice, performance, and preparation equaling game reality. That's what this guy's done. He has gotten more punch outs than anybody. He has just a great feel for it. He's so intentional, and I think it's rubbed off on the rest of the group. And he got it at a critical time. You talk about competitive greatness. That was on display. He's such a great communicator. He's just got a great way about himself where he can know how to authentically connect with a bunch of different guys. He's got a swag and a toughness that he plays with that resonates with his teammates. And, he closed the game out in a big way for us today.
Coach, Puka takes a shot. Puka catches a post in the first half, takes a shot, ends up going to the locker room.
getting evaluated for a concussion. He ends the game, 10 catches, 130 yards. Can you talk to me about how he exemplifies and embodies the toughness of this team?
I think you just really said it with the question. You know, I mean, you look at everything that he's about. You know, he's catching a third down slant, similar to what Jordan asked, where, you know, Devontae catches a slant. It's a bang-bang play where guys are, you know, getting collisioned, and, you know, Puka comes back, he gets stitched up, and he immediately makes his presence felt. Catches his couple seams, catches a big in-cut off of a play action, just makes play after play. When the ball's in his hands, good things happen. You know, and then the other thing, too, is he sets up the way to close the game because he'll stick his face on people in the run game. I mean, he's as tough as it gets. He checks every box you're looking for. I love this guy. I love what he represents. His energy, his play style, his mental and physical toughness. He's a dog, and I'm grateful to have him on our group. And I know his teammates and coaches feel the same way.
When you think about this franchise, you think about offense. You, Stafford, Puka, now Devontae. What does it mean that the defense you guys rolled them today?
Yeah, I think it's great, Timmy. I think that was the kind of game that it had to be. And there were some opportunities for us to score some more points. You know, but we're interested in being a team that stays connected, can win a bunch of different types of games. And so I know what you're asking, and it was awesome to be able to lean on the defense. They kept us in that game. In spite of us having some uncharacteristic execution, where we got a chance to score the red zone at the end of the game with about 4 minutes left, and we end up turning it over. You look at the penalty where we had the 3rd and 2, got Jay Witt, you know, wide open, and he takes that thing inside the 10, and then you're getting yourself bumped back. And so there's just a lot of really good learning ops. But to lean on the defense, I thought Chris Shula, his staff, defensive players, they did a great job. Really proud of that group, and that's been consistent with what they've shown throughout the course of camp. Yeah, they did a really good job. It's an excellent front. You know, I thought Rob Hagenstein played excellent. I hope Kevin Dotson is okay. But for Bo Limmer to come in and play left and right guard, what a credit to Steven Vila as well. You know, you look at, he comes out of the game, he was trying to really push through, felt like putting Bo in there just with the way that he was feeling was going to be better. And then he had to come back in after Kevin Dotson comes out. Coleman Shelton was tough as hell, you know, and then you can't say enough about Alec Jackson and what he was able to do. I mean, this guy has a week of practice. He goes against, you know, some of the best players in the NFL, and they're rotating a bunch of different guys, but he's lining up against Hunter. He's lining up against Anderson. They've got great guys that come in and supplement them as well. And he was outstanding. I thought he played a really complete game, so I was really proud of that group. Ryan Lindell does a great job with that group as a whole. And they were gritty. They found a way, and then there'll be some cool learning ops as well.
How much did you notice Matthew's back pocket?
No, did you? Looked pretty good to me. You know, and he took some shots, popped back up. I thought, you know, and I don't know that the stats will necessarily reflect it in terms of a bunch of yards. This guy was in total command today. Thought he played excellent, kept the ball out of harm's way. You know, I put him in a bad situation where we took that sack where we were in kind of that fringe area on the 3rd down and 4. That was done by me. But he did a great job. I thought he made the plays that he was supposed to make. You know, was excellent with his timing and rhythm. I thought the operation was really good. He's a stud, and he was key and critical, and to be able to put the game away. Thought, you know, we were at our best when we put the game in his hands while still being smart and having some good balance. But he made, you know, a bunch of big time plays, and we had to have all of them, other than a bad sneak that he had. It was a bad call too.
What do you
Talking about the mental toughness, how much of that starts with Matthew?
I think a lot of it. You know, I think your leaders, you know, they end up embodying and becoming really the personality that the team takes on. And so really grateful to have somebody that's as resilient, as steady, as, you know, calm in the midst of the chaos as what he is, but he's also got this fire and this competitiveness that I think is great for this game. And so we got a lot of guys like that, but certainly Matthew is a reason why he's basically voted unanimously as a captain year in and year out since he's been here. And so we're really grateful to have him leading the way.
What did you see out of his connection with Devontae today?
Yeah, I thought it was great. There was a bunch of big time plays, you know, and then I thought one of the huge plays in the second half that was critical. I mean, what a freaking catch by Devontae on the one where, I mean, he just took that right off the grass. We were in a bad situation. It was a shitty first down call that I had on the screen, you know, and then you guys, you agree? You think it was a shitty call? I agree with you too. So, but he ended up, you know, that play was big, and that ended up leading to points where we ended up getting a touchdown to Davis Allen, you know, and then he makes a couple plays where he catches a sluggo. You could see the respect they had for him. Stingley was traveling with him today, you know, and he's a great player. There's going to be some things that we can learn from to be able to continuously get him involved. But I thought he made some big time 3rd downs and had that key in cut. You know, he's a stud. You know, really grateful and excited about continuing to be able to build with him. All right, you got nothing after the shitty play call.